everybody, welcome to another MOTUfigures.com video spotlight. Haven't done a figure since CoverCon, which was like a week or two ago, 2 weeks ago.
No.
I was hoping we'd do Drago Man and Thunder Punch He-Man over the weekend. But no, they weren't delayed. Well, sort of delayed. It took them forever to ship mine. I think I got charged on the 12th, was it? And then didn't have it shipped until like the 18th or something, 17th. I don't know. I'm getting tired of the whole
delay thing.
Yeah, I don't even. At this point, it's getting to the point where I just kind of go, okay, they're going to charge me whenever they're going to want to charge me. They're going to ship whenever they're going to ship. I don't even really pay attention to it anymore. I just know it's going to take forever. Yeah. So we didn't get a chance to do that this weekend because they're not going to come in until next week. So, and I'm sorry if I'm sounding like I'm whining. I just, there's just, I hate the whole delays and saying you're going to do something you're not going to, and you don't do it.
That's alright, dude.
You don't do it.
I'm sure there's a few people with you on that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's saying you're going to ship the subscriber stuff before the day of sales, and then you ship the day of sales for a lot of people before the subscribers.
Right.
It's just not cool. So instead we're doing Optikk, which is one of our catch-up ones. Sounds like Keaton.
Hey, he hasn't been on one of these for a while.
Yeah, I hope he has clothes on. Alright, so we're doing Optikk, which is the first of the New Adventures figures introduced in the line.
And that was a great one to start on.
Great one to start with.
It's an amazing figure.
Really cool figure. I don't know if he's coming down or not. He's, hey buddy! Look at that!
He's in his normal place, too.
Look at that! Yeah, he's really cool. I was really excited when they showed him. He's got, he's got some parts reused from Trapjaw, but it works. And this is one of the things that makes classics so cool.
Cronus arms.
He's got Cronus arms, he's got Trapjaw legs. He's got this for I don't think, yeah, he didn't have this, but this piece here with the ribbing and things like that on it, we knew it was going to be used for other things when it was introduced.
May I tell a couple of stories about Optikk?
Well, let me just address one thing real quick. So, this isn't exactly faithful to what the vintage figure was. The vintage, what's going on in your mouth? You alright?
It kind of hurts right there, actually.
Oh, okay. You alright?
Mm-hmm.
Don't bite on it. Maybe you bit your lip. So, it's not exactly totally faithful to the vintage counterpart from New Adventures, but it's doing what... Yeah, exactly. You've seen the one. It's doing what Classics does, and that's reusing parts in a way that still makes it different and sort of an homage to its other figure, kind of as if he was part of the vintage line. And this is a great definition of this. So, what were you going to say about it before?
The two stories about how me and Keaton got ours. Mine was on my 9th birthday. I had one.
Yeah.
And then Keaton, after we got from PowerCon, you said he had money and he bought a couple of guys like extras.
Yeah.
His choices were One Door and
Optikk. That's right.
And he got Optikk.
That's right. So, okay, let's talk about the rest of the figure here. Well, you said a couple things. Was that both of them?
Yes.
Okay. The way they handled this armor is, and this was kind of one of the first ones they did this kind of thing with, since it comes up so high, it's kind of all just molded around, and then the eye piece is popped on there. And when we saw this, it was obvious how they were going to kind of handle Manny faces. That it was going to be built up, and it wasn't going to be a new buck. It was just going to be an armor piece that was really big and kind of went all the way around him. You can take this off. I don't take mine off.
Right.
But you can take it off, and then he's got a standard buck underneath there. They also put this plastic piece over the ab piece to simulate the wiring section. And I think that works really well. Almost you can't even tell it's there. That's the separate piece.
There's a wheel on the back, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly. Good point. They sculpted the wheel from the vintage figure that would move, I think, the eye back and forth.
Did they make a vintage figure of him? I thought they only did New Adventures.
Well, I consider New Adventures vintage too, since it's from the 90s and a vintage toy line now. The New Adventures, I should clarify that. The New Adventures figure had that wheel, and so they sculpted it as part of the armor. Other than that, we got a lot of parts reused. His arms can pop off, if I remember right. Yeah, just like Cronus's can.
That'd be
Trapjaw.
That'd be kind of cool to like paint one of Trapjaw's arms gold and like put it on him. That
would be kind of neat. A fully gold arm. So you've got that going for it. And I guess anybody that's going to use these arms, they'll be able to pop off like that over time. I don't know. Maybe they can. I'll have to check Manny faces. I haven't ever tried to pop his arms off.
I don't think you want to try.
I don't want to because he's so loosey-goosey. He's like a loosey-goosey. I don't want to pop off and make it even looser. Don't take my word for that. Don't try and yank your figure's arms off. Okay, don't do it.
You also have to buy a bunch more off eBay. If you like,
yeah,
let's
I'm
say you
going
have,
on record now.
like,
Don't do it.
like, let's say they have all the figures like you, and they try on every single figure in each one of them breaks. They're gonna
sue me.
Yeah.
I will say one thing about him is he's got some loose ankles on mine. They got like no resistance.
Loose.
Well, mine is. Mine's super loose. Give me some armor. Okay, let's talk about his accessories real quick here. He comes with a silver blaster thing, which I can't remember.
Cool.
They name it in the bio. They go out of the way to talk about it.
Isn't
Don't they?
that in another figure?
Photon neutralizer.
I think that's a new figure. I'm just not sure.
You mean the weapon?
Yeah.
It was a new sculpt, but they reused it in a weapons pack. They painted black in a weapons pack. And then he's got this silver shield too, which I think is really cool, and it kind of has the eye motif going. He comes with 2 different eyes, one to replicate... Go ahead.
I prefer the green eye.
I do too. He comes with an orange one and a green one to replicate the vintage figure, and I think one to replicate the card art from the New Adventures figure, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've looked at Optik.
Which was the original figure?
I don't remember, dude. I don't have an Optik.
I think it was green, I'm not sure.
I think it was green too, and I think the orange was the card back art. But I was never a huge New Adventures toy fan.
I just saw that PowerCon, so...
It was like last year.
Oh, yeah. It was 2011.
Yeah, that's a while ago. But you just pop them off just like a head. They pop off, and you stick the other one on there.
Can't put... I mean, wait,
Put the green on there?
No, I was saying, didn't Ken, like, put Grizzlord's head on there or something?
Oh, yeah. He took the eye and put it on Grizzlord's body.
Oh, and then he put Grizzlord's head on that. It looked hilarious.
But the eye looks so funny with that Grizzlord fur coming up all around it.
And so does that, like, his fur is kind of everywhere on that body.
Yeah, it looks really cool when he did that. Alright, let's do the bio real quick here. Optik, real name, pronounced through a series of blinks.
Blink, 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 blink.
So super lame. A space mutant from the foggy polar region of the planet Denebria, Optik's spy eye eyeball is specially adapted to see through the dense Denebrian fog of his homeworld, making him an ideal spy. He carries a photon neutralizer, which has made him one of the most feared of the space mutants in the tri-solar system. Optik allied himself with Skeletor shortly after the Lord of Destruction defeated Hordak and turned his ambition to the Horde Empire, forming a coalition of mutants and outcasts to conquer the universe. Optik serves Skeletor by keeping an eye on He-Man and all of his galactic protectors of the planet Primus.
I just want to say something.
Yeah.
That could answer a question right there, possibly.
Exactly, that's the card art right there, and that looks like it's green there.
It does? I think it
doesn't it? Looks green to me, with like the orange highlighting in it.
Yeah, you're right.
I think it's green.
Okay, so I guess it was...
So I guess it was orange on the toy and green on the card art? I'm not a New Adventures fan. I'm sorry, I don't remember these things.
You watched it again, you liked it.
I watched all of it. I did watch the whole cartoon. I didn't like the toys, though. I never liked the New Adventures toys.
Yeah, they weren't that good. The one Kian has is actually pretty good. The one with, like, the helmet that goes on.
Oh, the He-Man?
I think it's alright.
It's okay.
Not the best.
It's not the best. Let's talk about this bio a little bit. You know, it's reading a lot like they're kind of eliminating the whole traveling to the future thing from that cartoon. And it sounds like, you know, that they just went to another place and found the Space Mutants and Primus and all these things. I have to go back and look at Icarius's bio. I can't remember if it talked about time travel at all. But this one makes it, there's no mention of time travel.
Right.
It's just Skeletor hooks up with him after he defeats Hordak, which is kind of neat. I'm always happy to hear Skeletor being the big baddie and taking out Hordak. Even though I love Hordak, I think Skeletor is the main bad guy. We get mention of the Galactic Protectors because they couldn't call them the Galactic Guardians because of the whole... They didn't have the trademark.
And I'm thinking
like Flipshot, Hydron, those kind of guys. Planet Primus is mentioned. This is a pretty straightforward bio with the elimination of the whole time travel thing, which I think is okay. It works. You don't put too many levels on the story and get it too convoluted. Having them just be a separate faction that Skeletor brings in from space or from some other kind of conquering to come join under Eternia in the battle is kind of neat to me. I'm kind of okay with that. I don't really mind too much the loss of the time travel aspect.
Right.
So overall, I really enjoy the figure. I think he's cool. He's a little bit on the loose side with the ankles, but other than that, I have really no complaints.
I've always wondered something about Optik.
Yeah.
How does the eyeball talk? Is that like the translator right there? Or
well, he just talks. Yeah. Well, I've always wondered, is this a full robot body, and he's just like an eyeball with some like nerve endings inside of the body? Or if he's got like a little tiny alien body inside this robot body.
Or does he have like a translator thing anywhere?
Maybe that's what this little spot right here is for. It's like a microphone thing. Well, you know, he doesn't have a mouth in the cartoon and he talks.
Yeah.
So I would say that the suit amplifies his thoughts into speech somehow. I like to think of him as some little eyeball creature inside this like robotic body. That's what I like to think of it.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool figure, and it's a great way of adapting New Adventures figures into the line.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up for Optikk.
I love the figure.
I just said I really like Optikk in Optikk speech.
Right.
Alright, so we'll sign off on this one, and we'll see you guys next time, right?
Yep. Keaton, you want to say good journey?
Keaton, you want to say good journey?
Good journey.
Oh, come right around here so they can see you. Right here. No, right here. No, or come all the way around.
Okay.
All the way around's fine. Come on.
Either one.
Right here.
Right here.
No, right here sounds great. Right here. Say good journey.
Good journey.
See you guys next time.